He was also attacked. We missed the mark in terms of holding people accountable, and not just police officers, but looking at how corporations also have to say that what happened to this young woman was inappropriate in their restaurant. So I wanted to make sure when you asked the question about how, this relationship between us and President Obama, to be quite honest with you, I'm not sure that that was a good thing, that we felt we had an open ear because not enough of us were doing enough at that time. Right now, with this closed door that we have, hopefully we will kick it open. And we can't do that if we're talking up here but not focusing on things that are happening on the ground to someone like this young woman who was attacked, who was derobed. Her body was literally exposed and she was fondled for all intended purposes on the internet. We all saw it. And all we did was say, I feel so sorry about it, but we never issued a particular address to those who were responsible for her assault. So I said, let me bring Chekisa here today so we can get it right, because we still have an opportunity to tell Waffle House to hell with you. We still have an opportunity. And to be clear, she went to court. First of all, she was charged with criminal charges because the police said that she was the one who attacked them and made them have to restrain her, which we saw on video that was not true. So we attended court with Chekisa. We went to court at 6 o'clock on a Monday. The trial was from 6 to 9 p.m. The judge heard all the testimony from 6 to 9. Okay, yeah, exactly. It's 6 to 9. Heard all the testimony, looked at all the discovery, said he had never watched the video before, but he watched it that day and decided by 9 p.m. that she was guilty. So she was found guilty of criminal charges that the police officers in Saraland are holding against her. She has had to pay fines and do all those things without the full support of our community. So what we are asking today is that we wrap our arms around Chekisa and that we stop saying, but my Waffle House is good to me, because the white men that owned the Waffle House said that what happened to her was acceptable and they had nothing to do with it. They did not one time step up and say, you know what, this situation got out of control, it was wrong, she should not have been attacked, and we're calling for the police officers to release the charges against her. They never did that, which makes them complicit in her abuse. So I'm hoping that we will look at what has happened with this young sister today, wrap our arms around her and say no more, and that we are going to not just talk about a report, but do the real work on the ground with people who look like her.
This is Michelle Roberts, and you're on the ground at the CBC Black Women's Roundtable.
Talk about my situation. It really did hurt me like deeply, because I see a room full of wonderful people, wonderful women, wonderful people that stand up and mean something. And I couldn't see half of these people come to my defense, nor come to Anthony's defense, nor come to the defense of the two couples in the Waffle House that got mistreated as well. So it has been a process. It has been a process. It's still a process. I just really want, I want justice for me, and because not only for me, it's other women out there that this has happened to, and no one knows about it because it wasn't recorded, and
So, thank you for the bravery, for coming here. She had to bring the movement here. What can we do? So first of all, I just want to say, and I saw Janae come in, that's the reason why we joined the Women's March. We didn't join the Women's March because we just wanted to be on TV. We joined it because we would not allow people to gather resources and to get together and set an agenda on behalf of Black women, and we were not at the table. And in fact, we built the table. If it were not for the work that Janae and others did, we wouldn't have had a march in Washington, D.C. And so I'm just saying that, number one, walking in the Waffle House should be off the limits for us. Like, our social media ought to be saying, we don't go there. We'll eat anywhere else, but we don't go to the Waffle House until they come forward and address this issue and fix the problem. Because the problem still has not been fixed. She has not been made whole from being abused and lied on in court to where she now has been criminalized. We ought to make the Waffle House pay for that. So that's number one. Oh yeah, are there civil rights attorneys in the room that might be able to help us? And Ben Crump has been on this. There we go. And Ben Kristen, thank you. And Ben Crump has been on this case. He's been very active and been trying to bring forth justice in this particular case so we can figure out how to be more supportive of him. The legal process worked well because what's your lawyer's name from Marcus Fox is a gentleman in Alabama who we just met in court one day, and he was awesome. He really, really handled the case well. The problem is that there was not enough noise on the ground. And that is the part that I think we need to figure out how we can be more helpful in increasing the noise on the ground. And she does have a GoFundMe. How is it work? Is you good? Okay, good. So because you want to just do Chekisa Clemons at your GoFundMe account? Well, let's just for transparency, people started attacking, the white supremacists get busy and they started shutting her page down, reporting it, and so every time you turned around, the page would be up and then they would pull it down, but you're saying it's alive now, and so people can go to GoFundMe and give to Chekisa Clemons. You can write it down right now. I'll give you her name. It's Chikesa. That's Clemons. Obviously, this young lady did not ask for this, and we want to try to provide her with resources, love, and support. But more importantly, let's take what's in this report and make it real, and put some real boots on the ground on her behalf. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you. And I think Chekisa's case, redoubles the point we made earlier. District attorneys are politicians.